Hey, what's up YouTube? It finally came in the mail and I'm totally pumped to share it with you. I can't wait for you to watch this video. I'm super excited about what this means and what it could mean for me and my financial future. I'm super excited. I hope you'll stay and watch the whole thing. This is really cool. My name is Paris Clough, and this is Financial Self-Reliance. On this channel, we talk about the mindsets and the skill sets of the wealthy so that you can learn how to manage, protect, and grow your money. If that sounds like your kind of channel and the kind of community you want to be a part of, go ahead and watch this whole video, and if I bring you some value, hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the content that I produce. All right, so it came in the mail the other day. I'm super excited to share it with you. It's the M1 Finance Ownership Credit Card. M1 Finance is making some big moves in the fintech marketplace, and I'm really excited to share with you a little bit about it. What I'm going to do for the next couple of minutes is I'm going to explain what M1 Finance is. If you already know what M1 Finance is and you like to skip ahead, go ahead and do that now. So M1 Finance is a platform where you can invest your money and have free trades. It's different than some of the other ones out there because it puts your money into what are called investment pies. So let's take a look. So this is M1 Finance website. If you come here, you can learn all about what they're doing. I'll put a link in the description below, as well as a link to my referral code so that you can actually sign up through my referral code, and then we can share pies and other information, and we both get a little bit of money if you use that code. So what's really neat about M1 Finance is there's fewer fees, there's smarter tools and wiser strategies. So here's some of the tools that you get. With the investment strategy, you create these pies or slices of a pie, and each stock or each ETF or each fund is a slice of an overall pie, and then you can invest money into a pie with several slices, several different stocks, several different ETFs, and you can label each one of these pies as a certain thing. Like you can have technology, you can have dividends, you can have ETFs, you can have indexes, you can have different sectors, you can have technology, you can have emerging markets, you can have whatever pie you want to do. You can create that. You can, and as you create these pies, then you can invest money there. The other neat thing about M1 Finance is that they have a borrow feature, that if you need money, you can borrow against your investment balance. So what happens is it's because it's against your investment balance, it's a secured loan. And as a secured loan, you get a much better interest rate, between 2 and 3.5%. And so depending on your membership level with M1 Finance, you get 2% if you're at the highest level, which is M1 Finance Plus, and at 3.5% borrowing money if you're at the normal, just regular M1 Finance account. Now, I don't know where you can borrow any money for 3.5%, but usually it has to be a secured loan in order for you to get that low of an interest rate. 2%, absolutely amazing interest rate on your money. So if you needed money for an emergency, then you would be able to borrow against it. Now, not a lot of people know this, but most people will borrow against their 401k balance, and they're going to pay a much higher interest rate than this. So this is something that's typical. This is something that happens all the time in the world. A significant amount of people will need money, and they'll borrow against their 401k, and then they'll eventually pay that money back on their 401k. Same thing here, same concept here with M1 Finance Borrow. Now, M1 Finance Spend Checking. This is awesome. If you open a spend checking account, you get to have a debit card, and you get to use that debit card for purchases, and they'll give you, if you're part of the M1 Spend Plus, which actually costs you $125 a year, but if you do spend a lot of money on your Visa debit card, you get 1% back. And not only do you get 1% back on your spending with the debit card, you get 1% interest on the balance you have in your checking account. I don't know any place that will give you 1% interest on your money, especially if it's in a checking account. Unless you have tens of thousands of dollars, you're not going to get 1% interest on your checking account anywhere that I've seen. And so that's an awesome feature. So I have enough money in my spend account. I use that as my emergency fund plus my spending account so that I can get some of this 1% back for the debit card. I have enough money in there that it basically pays my $125 annual fee just with my interest. So I'm basically getting a free spend checking account with the other perks that come with it, and I'll share with you those other perks here in a minute. So spend credit, that's the credit card that I just got. That's this credit card here. All right, so let me show you this card. This thing is sweet. So when I pull this thing out, oh, bam, has that thing come out the other side. I think that's really cool. That's a really neat feature. I did not expect that. So as you pull this thing out, opens up the card, And this thing is really thick. It's really nice. I don't know if you can see that there. It's probably out of blurry, maybe better back here. But it's really thick. It's a metal card actually. Really nice. And so basically it says here let me read from here. It says the owner's rewards card by M1 Finance. Earn up to 10% cash back on the brands you love and whose stock you own. With a credit card for investors, you can invest when you spend and build your wealth every day. So basically what happens is as you spend money, the cash rewards come back and they go right into your investment account, which is super cool. Okay, so let me log into M1 Finance and show you what it looks like on the inside and show you some of the perks. All right, let's zoom in here a little bit more and that way you can see a little bit better. Okay, so this is my portfolio. So as you can see across the top here, it's got invest, spend, borrow, research, and transfers. I got portfolio, activity, holdings, and funding history. But let me share with you quickly what this whole pie thing looks like. As you can see, I have my whole portfolio is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices of this pie. So the pie is my portfolio and the slices are each of these. So I have 20% of my pie is in ARK investments. I got 20% REIT. At least my goal is to have 20% in dividends, 20% indexes, 10% in individual stocks that I've chosen, and another 10% in a growth stocks too. I had picked several stocks and put that in one pie, and then I kind of wanted to have another pie for a separate set of stocks that I was looking at, and so I created that. But what's cool about this portfolio here is that you can come to the spend account. You can see the credit card balance is right there. You manage the card and activate it right there, which I'm going to do in a minute. And then you see the rewards here. I earn 1.5% on all eligible purchases that do not qualify for the owner's rewards. However, I have some stocks in my portfolio already that I can earn those rewards on. So these are the stocks that I have in my portfolio already. So if I buy anything or pay for Dropbox, I get a 10% rebate. Anything at Purple, Tesla, Wayfair is all 10%. If I buy anything at these places with this credit card, I get a 10% cash back. That's awesome. And when you buy something at Tesla or Wayfair, you know you got a cash back. I don't know that I'll be buying a Tesla with my credit card because I need to have a much higher balance than I have, or available balance in order to buy a Tesla. But Etsy, FedEx, and TJ companies are all 5%. Amazon, Apple, eBay, and Walgreens are 2.5%. So if you want to go and learn and see what other rewards are available that I don't have in my portfolio yet, you can see here this list. And this is on M1 Finance. You can go and look up all the stocks that are available for their rewards program. So you can see there's a lot of stocks that you can buy, and 2.5% is the lowest, and then they have a 5% category here, and then they have a 10% category up here, which is pretty impressive. Nobody I know is paying 10% cash back. I have a credit card that pays 6% at grocery stores, and that's a pretty amazing card. I didn't know anybody could beat that until this M1 Finance card came out. I'm super excited about this M1 Finance card. I'm gonna go buy some things, see if I get that cash back, see if that comes back, see if it's true to their word. I'm looking forward to it. I love the M1 Finance program, the process that they have. I love that I can have money in an investment account. I love that I have money in this spend account. That's basically my another checking account that I have. I love the spend account. I get 1% on interest just for having a balance there. Plus I get 1% back on anything that I buy with my debit card. And it allows you to direct deposit. I can do direct pay. It can actually there's actually a feature where I can send a check. So they're really making some big moves and really developing a great program here at M1 Finance. I highly recommend you take a look at what M1 Finance has to offer. Use the link in the description below and we'll both get a little bit of money, and that we can use that money towards investing in our futures. I hope you can open up an M1 Finance account and start working towards your financial independence through investing money in the right places, in the right ways. And if you're going to have a credit card, you might as well have one that's going to give you 10% cash back. So this one might be my go-to credit card. I'm going to check it out. I'll give you a review in a couple months to let you know how it goes. And until next time, have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.